Hey, do you know who this guy is? Well, if you don't, his name is Michael Valdez, and he just made a huge announcement, big in the industry announcement. It's creating a lot of waves. And I'm here to break it for you first and break down who he is, what he does, and where he's going and why he's doing it, because he just made a big announcement. He just left eXp Realty as their chief growth officer to come over to LPT Realty and help and be the CEO of International, right? So there's a couple of big implications that you're probably already got going on in your mind. I'm going to let you know a little background on who Michael Valdez is. And I'm also going to show you a clip from his announcement video where he privately announced to the LPT Realty community his making a move and why he did it. So we're going to break that all down for you right here in just a minute. So before we jump right into that, remember, I'm Isaac Guzman, Real Estate CEOs, powered by LPT Realty. If you're ever interested in what we got going on, how we partner with people just like you, agents, team leaders, brokers, agents on teams, and we help them grow their business, well, we've got you covered. But you make sure that you subscribe to the channel and like and comment on this. If you know Michael Valdez, if you're excited to see him grow in his career, make sure you drop a comment and show him some love. So in either case, let's jump right into what this all means for you and me in the real estate industry. So Michael Valdez spent 15 years at Realogy. And Realogy is the company that oversees all these major brands that you're probably familiar with. Brands like Century 21, Coldwell Banker, ERA, Better Homes and Garden, Corcoran, Climb, and Sotheby's International, and across 113 different countries. So he was there for, I believe, 15 years, helping them grow, and saw a ton of growth there. So the guy's really tenured. He knows his stuff. He just really gets it. I've had the opportunity to meet him twice privately for dinner once and lunch another time. I don't know how relevant it is what the meal was, but in either case, I've gotten a chance to sit down with him, and I've always been blown away from his business acumen to his understanding of the industry, and then also just his relatability. And so after Realogy, though, he went to eXp Realty. It's the biggest cloud-based brokerage in the world, and he was there for 4 years as the chief growth officer. And I think one of the main things that you can look at for what he did there to show his viability as a leader and as somebody who's just amazing across the board to see brokerages grow is that he, in 22 months at eXp, opened up 23 different countries for the brokerage. So what that also means, if you haven't already picked up, is that LPT is actually going to partner with him. He's going to be the CEO of the international company, and he's going to help open up LPT to different countries. That's right, you heard that. Canada, 100% a place that we're going to start, and other countries as well. But just keep an eye out, because Michael Valdez is not a new kid on the block. He's been helping international brokerages for decades now. So that's a massive thing. That's a great pull for LPT Realty. A lot of people, because it's young in the industry, they might not have that much credibility with the bigger names. Well, if a person like Michael Valdez comes along and says, I'm going to partner with you guys and go international, that's a big deal, because he was already in an amazing position and doing amazing work at eXp Realty. So the only reason that you would come over is because you see massive upside. So rather than just take my word for it, we're going to jump into the video where he announces it and he talks about why he made the move and what he's looking forward to at LPT. Now, me personally, I'm a big fan, always have been, always will be, regardless of what brokerage he represents. But I think it's great for the industry that a leader like him, somebody who also a member of the NAREP corporate board of governors, is taking a big role inside of a brokerage like this. Because, you know, once a brokerage is 10, 15, 20 years old and even more, it's kind of hard to make really effective change. And so bringing him in this early into a company that's growing this fast, that's amazing, because he's going to get to have his fingerprints on a lot of the growth. And trust me, the guy has a track record that you want him as part of your growth team. So let's check in with him in this video where he talked to us about why he made the move.
You know, all of us go through some steps where decisions are thrown at you. You start thinking about the last 20 years building something and being proud of that journey and what was built. And it got me to where I am today, seeing where the next step was in my trajectory. You know, the unknown is scary. Sort of the darkness. You don't know what you're stepping into. But when you're complacent, it's the start of death. And if you don't get past that complacency, you start to die a little bit every single day. There's something called impact, and impact is so strong. When you have that vision, when it becomes a global vision, when it actually starts thinking about who can I help? Can I help my neighbor? Can I help my community? Can I help the world? That's a big statement. Legacy is something that I'm so passionate about. And when I knew what LPT was, when I knew what the potential was to leave legacy, something that's so important to Robert as the founder of this. I've spent a lot of time with him now, saw who he is as a leader, as a visionary, as a family man, as someone who truly cares about people and what the impact that this company is going to leave on the world. That's really what I have bought into, what I am so excited for, and what the future is going to be as we write the next chapter of LPT. Sometimes you think you came to climb the mountain, then you realize you came to be the mountain.
Boom. So there you have it. Michael Valdez making this big move. He's also ushering in the new era of LPT where it's going international. So if you want to learn more about why so many people from agents, teams, brokers, and massive industry leaders at the highest possible level like Michael Valdez are making the move to LPT Realty, here's what you got to do. You got to go in the description below, click the link, book one-on-one time with me. I'll show you exactly why people are making the move. It might make sense for you, it might not, but you'll never know unless you do that. So go ahead and do that. And until next time, happy selling.